guys, so I'm in Shenzhen right now. So this is the last leg of my China trip, and compared to all the other cities I've been to this trip, Shenzhen is the biggest city in terms of population. It's also the richest city. It's also the warmest city out of these. and it's also the most developed city out of these. So yeah, all I see here is like skyscrapers basically. So Shenzhen actually has the second most skyscrapers in the world after Hong Kong. And when I came here, I was like, wow, this city, it just looks like a cyberpunk. And I'll show you guys. Yeah, I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Look at all these tall buildings, all lighting up at night. Yeah, it's clearly the most developed Chinese city I've been to this trip. Clearly a level above even Hangzhou, and above Chengdu and Xi'an, of course, as well. Yeah. All I see is the skyscrapers, basically. Yeah, you see over here, the skyscrapers. And look up, right? Look how tall this building is. It like really reaches up to the sky. Like, holy crap, it's so tall. Can't even like, yeah, the tree is like obscuring it, but yeah, you can't even see the top of that. It's so tall. But this goes to show you like how much more technologically advanced Shenzhen is. Yeah. And really at night you can see like this entire city light up like this. Just kind of crazy to see. Look at that. There's so many skyscrapers here. I mean, it's been a while since I've been to Hong Kong, but yeah, it's like skyscraper after skyscraper here in Shenzhen. Yeah, night view is really awesome. Alright, so the reason I came to Shenzhen is for electronics, basically. I've never been to Shenzhen before, but this is actually the 4th most populated city in China. I think, of course, Shanghai is the biggest, and then after I think is Beijing, and then Chongqing. Now Chongqing is a little bit, I would say, it doesn't really count for me. Yes, it is a very populated city, and it's like top 3 most populated city in China, but like Chongqing is almost the size of a province, basically. So how Chongqing was created was basically the Chinese government split off part of Sichuan, and then they called it Chongqing. But Chongqing is actually the size of a province. So it's kind of like, yeah, it has a lot of people, but that's because, it's not just because of not really because of population density, it's because it's just huge. The area is the size of a province. So anyways, I haven't been to Chongqing, but it's basically Sichuan. And yeah, it's top 3 in population. But the population density wise, I think it would be Shanghai, Beijing, and then Shenzhen after that. And then Guangzhou is pretty close to Shenzhen. Shenzhen has about 17 million people. Guangzhou has maybe 16 million. It's pretty close between the two. I picked Shenzhen because it's more modern, actually. Guangzhou has a bit more history. They're both really like pretty similar in terms of yeah, being developed and wealthy. But anyways, I went with Shenzhen. Oh, here you guys can maybe see. Yeah, I'm talking about. Look how tall this skyscraper is. Yeah, look at that. And Shenzhen has so many of these tall size skyscrapers. There's more buildings like that. Yeah, all lighting up at night. It really is just almost like a cyberpunk looking city. Yeah, 2nd most skyscrapers after Hong Kong. See, there's another huge tower in the background, and then one that actually has every night I think it plays some kind of characters on it. Yeah, you guys can see that, right? There's some lights that go down the entire building, and then play. It has some like characters that display on it, saying like "I love Shenzhen" or something like that. Anyway, it's pretty crazy. Yeah. Let's go this way. It's like being in New York, how many skyscrapers there is. Except I think there's even more skyscrapers in New York. Alright. Okay, so a couple things about Shenzhen and the history of this city. This is probably one of the most, if not the most fastest developed city in the world. Like, Shanghai is pretty fast developed because like in the 1800s it was just like a small fishing village, and then now it's the biggest and most wealthiest city in China. But Shenzhen is like top 3 wealthiest city in China, and it really was just a small village, I think back in like the 1970s. So basically in 30 years it became a top 3 wealthiest city and most popular city in China in just 30 years, which is insane. Because Shanghai was developed, I would say, in the 1920s, 1930s, when it was called the Pearl of the Orient, right? The Paris of the East. And then Shanghai got developed like back then, which is like 100 years ago still, right? Relatively recent in Chinese history, but it's still like 100 years ago. But Shenzhen literally just 30 years. 30 years later, and it became like this, which is nuts. And that has all to do with Deng Xiaoping and his economic policies. Deng Xiaoping was Chinese leader after Mao. After Mao died, Deng Xiaoping took over, and he really opened up China to market economy. And because of him, now you have Shenzhen being the way it is, because Shenzhen was the first city opened up for really foreign investment, right? Yeah, this is all the result of Deng Xiaoping opening up the city to kind of as a free economic trade zone back in the 1980s, and it really developed fast. Yeah, and it still is today. Like, I see a lot of foreigners come here because like they do a lot of investment here, right? So they do a lot of investment here, and still you see a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of Chinese technology companies and businesses kind of opening up shop here. So yeah, that's why you see it being as developed as it is. So anyways, all right. So finally, night view in Shenzhen, at the top of my Airbnb. Nice night view here. Oh, look how tall that is. Pretty crazy. This is my hostel. Yeah, got a good view up here. I'm on 29th floor, I think. Yeah, pretty crazy out there. Look at that view. Very, very futuristic. Shenzhen. 我爱深圳. Pretty cool. Hey guys, so I'm going to the Huaqiangbei Electronics District right now in Shenzhen, and this is actually where, well, Shenzhen is well known for electronics, right? But I'd say this is where the center of a lot of their electronic shops are. So yeah, I'm in Huaqiangbei right now, and I'm gonna take a look. So first of all, this whole area, as you can see, is this is just Shenzhen in general, just full of scooters and motorbikes, and that's just, I think China has a lot of scooters and motorbikes, but especially here, I guess, because well, Shenzhen just has a bigger population, so I guess it makes sense that you see so many more motorbikes here. But yeah, I'm in the electronics district, so there's a lot of electronic stores, but two of the big ones I'm going to go to and check out are the Huaqiangbei Electronics Store right there, which is a big one, and then the Segcom right there, that's also a big one as well. So let's go and check it out. Okay, turn around. You guys can see. Yeah, you guys can see just how many scooters are there. It's a ton of scooters. The Segcom right there, and yeah, that's the Huaqiangbei Electronics Mall right there. And even more scooters. Even more scooters on this side. Yeah. So actually, let's go to Segcom first, because since I'm on this side already, go to Segcom first. Okay, so Segcom is one of the famous electronics markets in Shenzhen. Let's just check it out. Okay, really warm day, of course. Nice. I gotta get inside to stay cool, actually. This is what you see here. Phones, basically. Drones. Yeah, you see drones here. More cell phones here. And more cell phones here. Just selling phones. And wireless earbuds right here. Hair dryers. Let's take a look. Oh. Skipped over. Oh man. Earbuds. Gotta watch where we're walking now. Cell phones. Cameras. Apple Watch. Oh, these are all voice recorders. Kind of looking for music players, but they don't have any, I think. Watches. The same stuff. Wireless earbuds, smartwatch. Cameras, like action cameras. Smartwatch. This is pocket radios. There's a lot of Sansui, right? Sansui's a Japanese brand. You don't see too many of them in the West. A lot of Sansui stuff here. I think these are like portable radios. Cameras. These are all lenses. No, binoculars actually. Binoculars. Yeah, a lot of cables. Chargers. There's all small electronics, karaoke machines and Bluetooth speakers here. There we go. Bluetooth speakers, karaoke machines. There's more speakers and stuff here. Yeah, Bluetooth earbuds, smartwatch. Oh my god, it's all just like radios and Bluetooth speakers and stuff. Okay. Okay, these are all like knockoff smartwatches and wireless earbuds and stuff. The Chinese brands. The chargers and stuff. Okay, nothing here. Bluetooth speakers again. Yeah, whole room full of Bluetooth speakers. What is this? Music Legend. It looks exactly like a Marshall. Pretty much just copied Marshall's appearance. This Abbey one just copied JBL. This one just copied Bowers and Wilkins, I'm pretty sure. These ones copied Ultimate Ears. This TNG is clearly a knockoff of Ultimate Ears. Yeah, this knockoff of Ultimate Ears. Yeah, basically it's a bunch of copies of Bluetooth speakers here. Oh, these are wireless earphones. Bowers and Wilkins. Bang & Olufsen, Bose, Marshall. Okay, at least these are not rip-offs. JBL. Beats. Yeah, JBL. Okay, Samsung. Bose. Okay. Anyways, at least those ones are not rip-offs. What is this? The charging devices? Oh. Okay, let's go back. Oh, this is cool. Well, you got voice recorders, charging devices. So many smartwatches. Oh, here we go. Video game devices. These are Ambernicks. It's a Cayenne. PS Switch. Is it PS Vita? It looks like. They're not. They look like PS Vitas. These larger ones. It's like PlayStation controller with a screen built in. Huh. And then some karaoke machines. These are robots. Okay, that's cool. Smartwatch. More smartwatch. Smartwatch.
看一下，叫你说，笑点。
Oh, look at this. Arcade machines. Actually, these have a built-in screen. So they got arcade sticks with a built-in, I guess, emulator. With a bunch of games, I'm guessing, inside. What the heck kind of calculator is this? Interesting. JBL, Sony's. Yeah, these are Apple AirPods Max. It's funny to have the JBLs and the copy of the JBLs, TNG. These are all watch straps. These are cool. Oh, there's flashlights, cell phone cases. Oh, that's cute. Little vinyl record players. That's cute. Okay, anyways, that's it for SiteCom. We can go up a store. I'll go up a level. Okay, second floor. More smartwatch, karaoke machine. Earbuds, watch straps, more watch straps, or yeah, watch straps. Cell phone case. More watch straps. More watch strap. Watch strap. This whole area is a watch phone case. Phone cases and watch straps. This whole area. Holy crap. So many watch straps and phone cases. I think you can find pretty much every kind of watch strap and phone case here. That's all this is. Watch straps. Watch straps. So many. It's all watch straps and phone cases and stuff. Look at this. All watch straps. Oh my god. It's a whole alley full of watch straps. I'm serious. Whole alley's just full of watch straps. This is all they sell. It's watch straps. This whole alley. Unbelievable. That's all they sell here. What the heck? All they sell here is watch straps. Oh my god. Well, you can definitely find whatever you want here. Whatever kind of watch strap you want, you can probably find here. It's like alleys and alleys full of them. And phone cases too. Oh. Yeah, phone cases and watch straps. You got a whole floor full of that. Oh, damn. Okay, let's see what's on the next floor. All it is watch straps and phone cases here. Let's go next floor. Okay, floor 3. More phone cases. phone cases. So this is gonna be all phone case. Phone case, phone case. Jeez. Phone case, phone case. Phone case. Can't believe you have entire floors dedicated to watch straps and phone cases. Look at this. Entire floor is all phone cases and watch straps. That's all it is. That's all phone cases. Jesus. Oh, look, iPad cases. And more phone cases. Phone cases. Okay, so I think if you want to find any phone case, it's going to be on this floor. This is just full of phone cases. And whatever phone case you want, it's probably going to be here. Or iPad, phone case. Alright, I'm not going to go anymore because this is pretty clear to see what it is. This entire floor is full of phone cases. Alright, let's check next floor then. Yeah, one floor watch straps, one floor phone cases. Alright. Okay. More phone cases. More phone cases. Another floor full of phone cases. Jesus. There's another floor full of phone cases. Okay, that's all this is. Just more and more phone cases. Crazy. Okay, I think this floor is also full of phone cases. So let's go back. That's all this is, more and more phone cases. Jesus, you think that's enough phone cases? 2 entire floors dedicated to phone cases. Jesus. I mean, you won't be lacking if you want a phone case, guys. This entire floor is full of it. Is that the top floor here? Okay. Wow. Okay, so Segcom is basically just a mall full of phone cases and watch straps. That's all it is. So I guess you would come here if you want to get a phone case or a watch strap. Really too much, not too much other reason you would come here. I mean, there's other stuff like voice recorders and like Bluetooth speakers and stuff, but not too much other stuff, I would say. Smartwatches, right? So they're basically like smartwatches, Bluetooth speakers, phone cases, watch straps, like small electronics like that. You can come here. Otherwise, not too much reason to come here, I would say. Alright, so now I'm here at Huacheng Dianzi Sijie, which in Chinese means Huacheng Electronics World. And I think this is the biggest electronics market in Shenzhen. Of course, Shenzhen has lots of electronics market, but I think this might be the biggest one. And 8 entrances actually. This is the number 8 entrance. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out, see what electronics are inside. You know, pretty excited to check out what's inside. Let's go inside and see what we have. Of course, Cannot be complete without showing you just how many scooters are here. Okay, let's go in. Okay. 8号门. This is the number 8 entrance. Okay, let's take a look. What do we get? Rokid. Oh, that's cool. I have Rokid glasses too. This is the translation glasses, right? I'll be doing a review of those soon, actually, because I actually bought those translation glasses. So soon you guys will see a review of those. Because I actually have real-time translation abilities, which is really cool. So you have Nutel here, which is a drone maker. They're not like DJI, but I think they're trying to be like DJI, Rutel. Not very popular, I think, in the West because I've never heard of these in Canada. But I guess they're a thing in China. So we only know DJI drones, but I guess Rutel, this company, makes DJI type drones as well, I would say. And there's more drones here. There's more and more drones here. So this is P-Hit, actually. It's a company name is called P-Hit. Yeah, so they make more. They also make drones. P-Hit. Kind of look like the Mini. Yeah, they look like the DJI Minis. This is Bluetooth speakers. Monster. Oh, Monster still makes stuff more fit. You know what's funny is I don't see Monster advertised too much anymore in the West, but it's still a thing, I guess, in China. Monsters, okay. I didn't know Monster had a huge advertising presence. Yeah, I guess the Monster still makes speakers here. Hair curler. These selfie sticks. Glasses. Headphones and voice recorder, smartwatches. Wireless earbuds, mini karaoke machines. Watches. Watches. Oh yeah, there's some luggage that actually drive. I've seen some people ride this luggage, yeah, like this one. See, you can actually ride this luggage, which is really cool. It's like a small little scooter luggage. Yeah, I've seen people in China ride those luggages. Pretty interesting. So projectors, smartwatch, Nintendo Switch. Handhelds. Nice. More karaoke machines. I had one of these. Is this the same one? I remember I did a video review on one of these karaoke machines before, and I think it was this one, right? No, this is not the... I mean, there's a brand that's... I remember I did a video review on one of these. It was exactly like this, but a different brand. It looked exactly like it, though. Has a built-in speaker and mics and everything. Has some built-in songs. Voice recorder, smartwatches. What is this? Oh, massagers for women. This is AirPods Max clone. Oh, it actually is just AirPods Max. No, it's Beats. That was a clone of AirPods Max. This is a clone of DJI Pocket. This is like a clone of what I'm using right now, DJI Pocket. It's not a DJI Pocket, it's like a clone of DJI Pocket. Yeah. It's like a clone of what I'm using right now to record this DJI Pocket. There's some massagers. Stereo machines. Wireless earbuds. More smartwatches. JBL speakers. Yeah. Smartwatches. Drones. Not DJI drones. Some other company's drones. Video glasses. corn me. Okay, I've never heard of this brand. A little bit hefty though. I wonder how it compares to the Viturs and Rokids and X-Trails that I used before. But yeah, they have built-in in-ear monitors, so I built-in IEMs, which is kind of similar to the MyView glasses I had way back a long time ago. No, okay, interesting. Yeah, this is very old school looking. Reminds me of some of the old Vuzix glasses I had way back, like 10 years ago. The Chinese brand, Bluetooth speaker. Okay. The Huacheng has a little bit more variety, I would say, than Segs. Segs was just phone cases and watch straps, that was it. Oh, Huacheng is huge actually. Look at this. All the stuff they have. Like circuit boards. Those are PCBs. What the heck? These are reels? Oh my god. Power cords. That looks like the ones in my storage room. Oh my god, cables. Connector cables. Wow. You can find a lot of electronics parts here. Cable parts. Chargers. You'll probably find a new charger that you want here. Yeah, so if you're missing a charger, you can finally find it here. Wow, look at this. Speakers. The speaker parts. LED parts here. Potometers, potometers, I think. These are like what, micro switches? Potometers and micro switches here. I think these are, yeah, they're like Omrons, so it looks like micro switches. Resistors. Okay. There are like resistors and chips here. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of electronic parts. Cool areas like electronic parts, I think. Photometers. Op amps. These look like op amps. Yeah. Speakers. Yeah, a lot of computer parts here. Ribbon cables, PCBs. I don't find anything here. The fuses, resistors, caps, capacitors and resistors there. Very cool stuff. Speaker parts here. Probably build your own device here actually. The amount of parts that they have here. Yeah, this whole area is like full of computer parts, or electronics parts, I should say. These are resistors and circuits here. Transformers.
老发都不行。嗯，老平太平凡了肯定不行啊。哦，那个袋子就重要，碎点点就不起来。冇进哦，冇不满的哦。
Oh, look at these are cases too. And even outlets here. Outlet parts.
什么都放进来。后来你我问了几个月，之前自己楼上，好几年，是好几年，楼上遇到这种搬梯的，
Yeah, pretty much find any part you want over here. Crazy. PCBs here. PCBs, resistors, and capacitors here. Connectors here. Jeez, you could really create your own electronics here, I think. Charger here. Until the PCBs here. Wow. Parts again. Jeez. Okay, I think I'm going to move back. But this whole area, I think you could easily like DIY your own electronics product. Yeah, like you can just create your own thing because everything's here. Like you can create your own. You have all the PCBs here, power components, circuits and cables, resistors, caps. Yeah, everything that you could possibly want. But yeah, here's the USB cables too. We need to attach those. Yeah, so anyways, that area is for DIY enthusiasts, I think. If you just want to create your own electronics product, you can easily go there and do that. Has all the electronic parts there. Okay, we're back in the main area, Huacheng. Look here, the digital cameras. Yeah, wireless earbuds, don't watch. These like cute cameras, I guess. I like the Fujifilm Instax. More sensory. Partial. I hear Red Velvet in the background, that's good. Somebody has good taste. My smartwatch, my phone. Oh, okay. Here, got recording. This is another Osmo type camera. The Osmo clone, I guess. Both Sony, HTC still makes stuff? What? I had no idea HTC still makes stuff. Wireless earbuds, apparently. Yeah. How is HTC still making stuff? Wireless earbuds. Huh. That's interesting. I had no idea HTC was still making things, but wireless earbuds. What are these? Cat toys? Space cats. Space cats. Alright. iFlyTech. Is that the name of this? Sounds like a drone company, but they don't sell drones. You would think iFlyTech would be the name of a drone company, right? No, it's a translator. They sell translators. Yeah. Simultaneous transmission headset. Oh, okay. That's AI simultaneous translation headset. It's kind of cool, I guess, if you can wear it and you hear what the other person's speaking, and it'll translate in real time using AI. It's cool. Offline AI offline translator. Photo translation supports 39 languages. That is a pretty cool device, actually. It's just for translation. Simultaneous importer, magic translation modes. That's really cool. Oh, it's cool they're putting AI to good use using translators. iFlyTech. The logo kind of looks like Shanling's logo. You know, these devices are just for translation. Put on your ear and then, yeah, you'll say something, I guess, and then you'll translate it, which is pretty cool. This really looks like a music player, but it's actually, I think, just a translator. It looks like a music player, though. No, it's a voice recorder. Yeah, it's a voice recorder. It looks like a music player. Yeah, Flytech sounds like a drone company, but it's actually a translation company. And they got Harman Kardon speakers. And they got e-readers as well. That's interesting. Kindle things. Okay, so this is the 6th floor of the Huaqiangbei electronics world, and we have like computer parts here basically. But these are like M2 size SSDs right here. M2 size SSDs. Basically, this is the floor is like computer parts. These are all USB. Yeah, so USB parts. All different USB ports. I think they have almost every kind of USB connector here. They have it. Laptop keyboards. MacBook keyboards. I feel like this is, I mean, Shenzhen is basically where a lot of electronics are manufactured, so it makes sense. They have so many parts for computers here. Here, I think they're batteries. These are like computer batteries. Here's like PCB parts, USB parts for computers. Computer parts. RAM, the all important computer RAM that's driving up driving up prices right now because of AI. This is what, LCD panels? I think these are LCD panels. Touchpads. They're just touchpads. And trackpad cable. Yeah, if you have anything you need to repair on SSDs, if you have anything you need to repair from your computer, you can come here. These are even the computer fans are here. Yeah, if you need a computer fan, you can get it here. Type C jack. Combination cable. Okay. Every kind of computer part you can find. LCD cables, keyboard cables, every type of cable you can find here. GPUs and motherboards. Laptops. I guess they're fixing a lot of laptops here. Look how many laptops are here. Holy shit. I see so many laptops on one desk in my life. That's an insane amount of laptops. Look at all the laptops in the back. They're piled up like books. He's fixing a laptop. Look at those laptops. RAM, no, it's SSDs. Yeah, these are SSDs. ThinkPads. You have all computers. Oh. Computers. These are all in for repair or something. BIOS, they have BIOS too. Computers. Well, these are all computers as well. This is all in for repair. All laptops. Graphics. CPUs. There's all CPU drives. Like these are all SSDs. Yeah. How many SSDs are here? Wow. How many SSDs are here? That's insane. Much RAM, SSDs. That's a lot. And then, yeah, that's a lot of laptops again. There's more RAM. No SSDs again. Okay. Look how many SSDs are here. Wow. More computer repair parts. My laptop parts here. Laptops. Yeah, SSDs. This looks like Wi-Fi chips. Yeah, Wi-Fi cards. They look like Wi-Fi cards. Look how many are here. These are all just Wi-Fi cards. Insane. Look how many are here. It's crazy. This is all rotating hard drives, I guess. SATA. It's got a whole pile of rotating hard drives there. Wow. You're working on hard drives. These are more SATA hard drives. These are more rotating. rotating hard drives, 2.5 inch and 1.8 inch. No, it's 2.5 inch and 3.5 inch. Yeah. So, so this RAM, a lot of RAM. Whoa, all CPU dies. How huge is this? And massive CPU dies. These are power adapters. Yeah, these are all power adapters. I'm sure you can find whatever you want for power there. More SSDs there. CPU dies. Whoa. These are like complete laptop motherboards here. Oops. Yeah, complete laptop motherboards. God. Shifu technology. Keyboards. SSDs again, CPUs. This is our keyboards. A lot of different keyboards here. A lot of different laptop keyboards. These are different laptop screens. Yeah. Different laptop screens. Okay. CPU dies. Oh, here, a laptop LCD panel. This is just how many are. These are all LCD panels. These are power adapters and batteries. These are motherboards, cables. Here's ports. There's even adapter jacks. You have different adapter jacks. Okay. Alright, but yeah, this whole area is basically just for computer parts. Mostly laptop parts, actually, I should say. There are some desktop components, but mostly laptop components here, which is cool because usually you don't think of laptops as even able to be like disassembled and like put together like desktop computers are. But yeah, this whole area is like, if you want your laptop repaired or fixed or whatever, you can probably get it done here because they have like every laptop part here. So SSDs, displays, even keyboards, Wi-Fi cards, like everything, batteries. You got everything there for laptop parts. This laptop RAM. lot of laptop RAM there. Or MacBook too. Yeah, this floor is also mostly laptop components, I think. Alright. Take a look around. These are some huge CPU dies. Wow. Okay, to be honest, yeah, this is actually what I expected when I went to Shenzhen. So this area is actually, I think, what I kind of expected, because Shenzhen is kind of the manufacturing hub of China, which manufactures tons and tons of electronics for the entire world, right? So I kind of expected there to be something like this, where you can pretty much just find any electronic part that you want. Look at this. Okay. Yeah, so this is all batteries, basically. All electronic batteries for your laptops and other stuff. Like, all you see here is just like tons and tons of parts, which makes sense. So, yeah, they're the manufacturing hub of electronics, so you would expect to see tons and tons of parts. So yeah, basically what I expected here. You have tons of electronic parts like everywhere. I mean, it's electronics hub of the world, right? So you would expect to have lots of electronics parts. That's not too surprising. But if you need to fix something here, then they'll probably have the part that you need. You probably need to search for it, but they'll probably have it. So yeah, there's just tons of electronics parts everywhere. Yeah, if you have some kind of electronics, you'll be able to repair it probably. This is 4号门, the number 10 door. Let's see what they have here. I think this is the one that has, like, yeah, all the electronic parts here. Wow, look at this. So many electronic parts. Just an insane amount of stuff. There's all the battery caps. There's all capacitors. Connectors. Yeah, okay. Audio caps. Basically, if you need any parts or stuff, just come here. Oh, look at this. Tiny USB connectors. I don't even know what that stuff is. Like laptop fans. I think if you make headphones or something, you could do that too with those speakers. I mean, drivers. Wow, the CAD components here. Crazy. all the cables here. This is composite. And then this is 9-volt adapters, USB, VGA, USB-C, no micro. And these are interesting. Comes with like a Lightning, USB-C, and micro. Comes with like 3 packs. Interesting. Right. I mean, they always bring their kids to play in this electronics store. Imagine growing up in an electronics store with your parents working like this. It's kind of growing up in an electronics store where your parents are working there. Would be kind of interesting, I guess, but wow. What is this? Disc wheels? What is this for? It looks like film projector wheels. So Huacheng is so big that it has 2 giant buildings. So that was just one giant building. We have another giant building here. So that's how big Huacheng is. Look here. More electronic parts. Wow, what is this stuff? Wow. So this is the second building. Yeah, I think they mostly have repairing things here. I think this is where they service stuff. Yeah, they have like repair parts here. Mostly repair parts in this area here. See all these boxes? This is for repairing stuff, I think. Like warranty repairs, maybe? I have a feeling that a lot of warranty repairs goes to stuff in this, in these buildings, because I see stuff, like I see people working on laptops and electronic parts. So I think a lot of the warranty repair is happening around here. Okay. Let's go up. Let's see how many stores up here. LED Shenzhen Pink Purple Industrial Company. Why did they name those names? Okay. I see Insta360. A lot of Chinese electronics companies are headquartered in Shenzhen. Yeah, Insta360 is one of those. DJI, I believe, is another one. There we go. Yeah, so this is more of the same stuff we saw before. Like smartwatches, cameras, action cameras, smartwatches. A bunch of Osmo clones. These are all Osmo clones. They're not DJI, they're clones of DJI. And there's some kind of video game devices here. Oh yeah. Electronics here that are kind of just the same, similar stuff. Karaoke stuff, more smartwatches. Look at all these It's just insane how much they have of everything. Like, have you ever seen this many smartwatches before in one place? Drones. Are any of these DJI drones? We got Max drone, Keh drone, UAV, Sunny, Fei or something. None of these are DJI. Sunny E Fei or something, that brand. Oh, he's demoing drone right here. But yeah, these are not DJI drones. It's just funny because in the West we just see DJI, but there's actually so many other Chinese brands of drones that copy DJI, I guess. What the heck is so cute? Mini flip digital camera. It's so small. Yeah, and these are like, what is this? This is a portable battery charger? It's a portable wireless charger, I think. It's a portable wireless charger, yeah. Crazy. It's just interesting how they look. Yeah, these are all chargers. Believe it or not. Wireless earbuds. Both Sony. HTC apparently makes them too. Marshall. JBL. That's cute. Mars. Bluetooth speakers. Bluetooth speakers, W Kings, karaoke machines. Which I have reviewed before is the projectors, Pico projectors, Nebula type projectors, so not Nebula, not Anchor though. Tools, power tools. Toys. Yeah, these are toys. Cars here. Oh, this I know about actually, in-air. This can actually, I believe this can actually work with any, they're trying to make it work with any third-party video glasses like VidTours. Like my VidTours, I wonder if it can work with those. This is a Goobus. Had a Goobus before. In-air. Yeah, I haven't tried in-air before, but they're similar to Rokid and VidTour and X-Real, I think. These are actually Rokid's glasses. Yeah, so these are actually translation glasses, and then these are the Max 2s. I've tried the Max 1s before, I haven't tried the Max 2s. But yeah, those are video glasses. Holoswim AR. So these are actually goggles with built-in video. That's cool. That's cool. Just can't believe this is like copied off of the lomography thing, right? I used to have one of these lomography Lomo Instant cameras. It's like a small, cute little version of it. Tiny cameras. So small. I mean, I don't see any, like the use case for this would be like to spy on people basically. I think that's the really only use case I see for those is to like secretly take hidden video of people. Illegally, most likely. Which I'm not gonna do. Because I'm not secretly taking pictures of them. They know I'm recording them. Alright. Watch. Health monitor, oh, the smart rings. Smart bands like Fitbit. Well, there are a lot of electronics here for sure. No, these are all like fairly low quality electronics, I would say. It's supposed to be a copy of Instax 360, I think. Oh, this These are shavers, the pocket shavers. Smartwatches again. This is gimbals. Yeah, gimbals and USB accessories. This is like gaming handhelds. This is a copy of the Osmo Action, isn't it? Yeah, copy of Osmo Action. I have an Amber Nick already, so I don't need this, but yeah, they have those. One copy of the Osmo. Security cameras? Yeah, security cameras. Sensor. The small radios. There's these Osmo clones. And there's the AI translator stuff. Security cameras. Oh, these speakers. Is that Gravatar speakers, I think they're called? They look like alien speakers. Is this a speaker? That's pretty cool. Hope Star. Hope Star, shameful copy of JBL, and they look like copies of JBL. This thing too, it's a copy of Harman Kardon. I think I've seen these transparent ones before. This is obviously a shameless copy of Marshall. This Melody Rose one, obviously copying Marshall design. Shameless copy of Marshall. Monster has their own design like this. Hope Star. Look, this is such a blatant copy of Ultimate Years. This is a copy Yui Boom for sure. This is all copying the Yui Boom. And you have a real Marshall. Wait, is this a real Marshall? Does Marshall even make a model that's karaoke? I did not know that Marshall had a karaoke amp, or is that just a ripoff? The Melody Rose. These are more Marshalls here. I did not know Marshall had a karaoke version. Interesting. Oh my god, even the box looks like Marshall. They even copied Marshall's box. Crazy. This is obviously a copy of Harman Kardon. They copy a lot of things. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a copy of Dyson. Not a Dyson, it just looks exactly like a Dyson. Lenwood, yeah. It's just a copy of a Dyson. Man, Chinese really are shameless when it comes to copying electronics, aren't they? Literally, the design is exactly the same. They don't bother changing anything. Yeah. Okay. They all sell very similar things. These look like music players, but they're just voice recorders. Massage thing. They're all voice recorders, I think, and walkie-talkies. Okay, explore here. More wireless earbuds. Smartwatches. It's just basically the same stuff. Everything is same stuff here. There are karaoke machines again. What is this stuff? Is this a radio? More karaoke stuff again. Wireless earbuds. Lenovo makes wireless earbuds. I didn't know that. That humidifier thing. Smartwatches. Wireless earbuds. Bluetooth speakers. Projectors. Plenty of computer parts here. Intel Core processor. They got some lens here for cameras. Nikon, Tamron, Fujifilm. Karaoke machines. They all sell similar things. Wireless earbuds, Monster. Got Bose wireless earbuds, Beats. Some other brands I don't know. Yeah, a lot of other brands I don't know. Copy of Ultimate Ears again. Go here, Sony, Beats, Bose. Would you kind of? No, I'm not looking for what the heck. Those massage things has like hands grabbing you. Okay. It's like laptops, tablet repair. Alright, and the rest of this is like just booths. I think they're just like warranty repair stuff again. Yeah, it's in the May area. Hello. Oh, I think this is a GPU laptop. Oh, they got Panasonic here. Huawei. What stuff is there? All the same stuff again. Look at another copy of Marshall. Wonder. Some people copy Marshall. More drones. Drones. A copy in DJI. This is just a copy of, yeah, these are copies of DJI, like Spark, DJI Mini. Just copying DJI. This one even has like a cute little thing on the top of it. If you want to export display, not retail. Smartwatch, tablets. These really look like music players, but they're all voice recorders. Wireless earbuds. Walkie-talkie. So many walkie-talkies. Look at that. Oh look, I guess. Okay, so we got phones here. Alright, these are phones. Okay. They got like Vivo phones, Xiaomi, Redmi phones. But they got IEMs here as well. I'll take a look at this later. They got IMs here. All different kinds of IMs and cables. I'll take a look at that later. Just got some SD card. Your game devices. Oh, this is official DJI. These are official DJI stuff. Mavic 4 Pro, right there. Air 3S. DJI Neo 2, DJI Neo. Oh yeah, the Neo 2's been released. I tried the Neo 1, but it didn't work that well. Didn't know Neo 2 was released. DJI R4, R5, RS4 Mini Focus Pro. Anyways, pretty cool. We got official DJI devices, not the clones. Which I'm using a DJI device right now to record. Sony ZV-1 is what I use for my YouTube videos. It's cool, they got the Sony devices here. Sony, Logitech. A lot of Logitech stuff here. A little more camera stuff here. Yeah, more camera stuff. Anyways, good stuff here. So this one's also a headphone store, which is cool. I'll take a look at the IEMs here. Headphones here. Charging accessories, Redmi, iPhone, iPad. Oh, let's see those. iPhone, Vivo, iPad, ZTE. Smartwatches, or just regular watches actually, analog watches. Lenses again. Asus, Tough Core. There's a camera, Sony. Oh, these are professional video cameras. Sony, Canon, Nikon. Canon. Laptops, memory cards, lenses, iPad.
今年还是压。
Massages. And look, not copies, real JBLs and Marshalls. Power pressure. It's a cute little record player. Cute little record player. So you look at all these copies of Marshall. Music Legend, another copy of Marshall. This Hi-Fi H4, obviously a copy of Harman Kardon. This is obviously a copy of JBLs and stuff. Copy of Ultimate Ears again. Oh, jeez. So many copies. Earbuds. Okay, let's see. There's an electronics store here. Oh, there's a cameras. So good. Just gonna take a brief look around. GFX system. So this is Fujifilm. The GF lens. It's a vintage camera. Canon. Cameras. Tripods. These are all for camera accessories. Nikon. Nikon. DJI. Avatar 2. Yep. Mini 5 Pro. They're all the way to Mini 5 now. Interesting. I'm still on Mini 2, I think. Mini 3. Although I don't use my Mini 2 that much. Yeah. Build trucks. More drones. Look at all these drones here. More drones. More headphones. More drones. Flat phones. Smartwatch. Canon. Canon. Alright. More used iPhones. iPads.
我咋个办的不？你就直接好用。
What brands are these? I have no idea. I don't have any idea what brands these are. Some Chinese knockoff brands. Some knockoff Osmo action. Alright, well. More DJI stuff here. Okay. Alright, so basically, what I've seen so far is it's full of like knockoff stuff. Like here, take a look. See, it's a knockoff Apple AirPods Max. Beats Fit Pro. I think these are repair shops. These might be repair shops, I think. We're just repairing stuff here. But yeah, basically, Huachang Electronics Market is basically just full of, either if you're coming here for electronic parts and getting something repaired, you can do it here because they have a lot of electronic parts. Or if you're gonna buy some, of course, Chinese brands they have, but there's also a lot of these knockoff brands that you might find on like AliExpress or Temu and stuff, and they'll have that here. So yeah, a lot of knockoff brands. I've seen like so many knockoff Marshalls, Ultimate Ears, stuff like that. So I don't know. I feel like for me, I think I probably want to go to Tokyo instead and go to Akihabara instead, because that area has a lot more interesting electronics in my opinion, because Shenzhen's electronics market essentially is like you come here if you need some specific electronic part, which you can also find in Akihabara as well. But for the most part, all the electronics they sell are like these cheap knockoffs, and it's all the same stuff. It's all like smartwatches, Bluetooth speakers, yeah, like a lot of these cheap knockoff devices, action cameras and security cameras and stuff. Like stuff I don't really need. But I mean, if you're looking for that stuff, sure, come to Shenzhen. But like, yeah, for me, I don't need any of that stuff. I was actually kind of looking for stuff like maybe, you know, some interesting like digital players or something like that. Yeah, some old like cool phones from the 2000s, vintage electronics, old digital audio players, stuff like that. But they don't have that kind of stuff here. So I feel like, yeah, Shenzhen electronics markets like Huachang is more for if you just want to have like the cheap AliExpress Temu stuff, you can find it here, and it's a lot of the same stuff. Yeah, like this drones as well, right? There's like, look at these knockoff drones. Yeah, these knockoff drones here. So, anyways, that's it. Yeah, so that's Huachang Electronics Market, guys. What can I say? I'm a little bit disappointed because I came here expecting to find some cool electronics, but all I got was cheap AliExpress Temu type knockoff electronics. You have tons of stuff just like very, very cheap, low quality stuff. Yeah. Basically, if you're looking for cheap, low quality knockoff stuff, yeah, Bluetooth speakers or drones or cameras, voice recorders, radios, wireless earbuds, like that kind of stuff. I would say like the vast majority of stuff in Huachang Electronics is like less than 200 bucks. So that's like probably 95% of electronics in there is less than 200 bucks. So no high-end electronics here, just cheap knockoff electronics and cheapo electronics. Hey, if you guys are looking for cheap electronics, then you can come here, right? But for me, nothing really interesting, right? Because I don't usually buy cheap knockoff stuff from AliExpress or Temu or stuff, but if you do, then you can actually just find it directly here at the source, which is here in Shenzhen. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing for me because I didn't find anything really interesting for me, but yeah, basically you come here if you want to find specific electronic parts or you want to find something that's a cheap knockoff. They do have real brands too, but it's like most of it is like cheap knockoff brands, right? If you're looking for like wireless earbuds, Bluetooth speakers, cameras, drones and stuff like that, yeah, this will have it, but they're usually not going to be like high quality. They're going to be like some cheap knockoff Chinese brand. So that's basically what's here. I think for me, I'd probably prefer Akihabara and Tokyo instead, that actually have some really interesting brands that are not knockoffs. Actually, you know, interesting Japanese brands and legit brands, you know. So I think that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in retro electronics, vintage electronics, and like some unique electronics, you know, from Japan and stuff like that. That's not what they have here at Shenzhen. They have kind of cheapo knockoff stuff here at Shenzhen. I'm looking for high quality or vintage electronics, which I would say is not what Shenzhen is for. So a little bit disappointed. But anyways, that's Huachang Electronics Market, guys. Again, if you're looking for like cheap Chinese electronics, then you can come here. But if you're looking for like legit electronic brands or high-end stuff or vintage electronics, don't come here. I think it's better just to go to Tokyo for that. So I think, yeah, I'll probably just stick to Tokyo for that stuff. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, came to Shenzhen. I was not disappointed to find electronics. Of course, I did find it, but it's just not the type of electronics that I wanted. So in that sense, it's a bit of a disappointment. But anyways, still glad to be here though. It's a really cool city. Lots of, I mean, good food, but you also have like just a lot of technology here in the city, and it's highly developed. So it's cool to come to Shenzhen. Yeah. So anyways, at least now I know, right? Yeah. I think if I were to go for electronics, I'd probably just go to Tokyo from now on. Yeah, this is not for me. This is for like if you want low cost, cheapo stuff. That's what it is. All right. So this is the Huaqiangbei district where a lot of electronic stores are. It's a major shopping area in Shenzhen. So I'm gonna take a look around and yeah, let's go take a look at some of the electronic stores too. Okay. Look around and a lot of people here. This includes yeah, foreign tourists and domestic Shenzhen residents as well. But yeah, you guys can see. Shopping area, I think. New Year's celebration here. This is a Huaqiangbei electronics store entrance right here, the main one. There's actually like 12 entrances, but this is the main one. So many scooters, it's so chaotic. Just having a bunch of scooters and bikes and people all in the same area is so very, very chaotic. That's how it is in China though. That's Huaqiangbei Electronics Market, and outside they still sell a lot of electronics too. Yeah. Of course you see Chinese stores like Huawei and DJI and Lenovo here as well. Xiaomi. Yeah, some electronics stores here. Huawei store. It looks exactly like an Apple store. Or maybe Huawei just copied Apple completely. A robot, a dog. I think Huawei and DJI just copied the concept of the Apple store, because Huawei store and DJI store looks exactly like Apple stores. It's pretty funny. Lenovo is here, and this is a real Apple store, which is kind of indistinguishable from the DJI and Huawei ones. They look exactly the same inside. I think Huawei and DJI just kind of copied Apple there. It's the main area where stores here. You see just how many bikes and scooters are here as well. Alright. And HP, Lenovo, DJI, Apple, all here. And it's a lot of motorcycles or scooters. A lot of motorbikes and scooters. So chaotic here. Even a Segway guy. Look at this sea of scooters. Look how many scooters are here. It's literally a sea of them. Can't even count how many are here. Probably like hundreds, I think. Yeah, there's probably like 100. There's like probably like hundreds of scooters here. Look at this. I always find that amazing, you know, because in Canada, in North America, actually, you would not find many scooters on the street at all. And here in China, wow. In Taiwan and Vietnam as well, you just see so many scooters all everywhere. Anyways, that's all you see here. Sea of scooters. Alright, let's go this way. Jeez. Over here. Okay. Alright, more electronic stores and more stores here. More motorbikes. Crazy, right? Look, it's all motorbikes over there too. Always these motorbikes there too. Here are all motorbikes. Just a sea of them. Probably more scooters and motorbikes than cars here, to be honest. Just looking at that, right? Pretty insane. More here. Meisicheng. There's is that American food? Meisicheng. It looks like it's American food or something. There's a lot of good stores here. Restaurants and stuff. I'll probably have to eat one of these things for dinner. We'll see. Yeah. All food shops here. More scooters. Shenzhen's really a huge city. You easily get lost. It's such, such a huge city. Okay. The chaos. Look at all this scooters and people everywhere mixing. It's chaotic. Okay, so Shenzhen's pretty warm. This is Guangdong, which is China's most populous province and one of the wealthiest, if not the wealthiest province. Yeah, like I said, part of the reason why Shenzhen is so wealthy is because it was opened up as a special economic zone by Deng Xiaoping, and then foreign investment flowed in. A lot of companies do business here. You see a lot of technology companies are headquartered here. In fact, that's the main reason I came here, right, is for the tech, electronics. So it really took over the role of what Guangzhou was before, because Guangzhou used to be kind of the only city that was open to foreign investment for a very long time, until the Opium Wars. So kind of took that role over, although Guangzhou is still a very important city now, but Shenzhen kind of overtook it as kind of the primary city for foreign investment. And yeah, it really grew really fast. And the whole of Guangdong as well, right? It's close to Hong Kong and everything. Shenzhen is very close to Hong Kong. You can just go by rail, and I think it's like less than an hour you can go to Hong Kong. So it's like proximity to that too. But yeah, we got some nice lights in the background. It's very warm here. It's like 25 degrees in the daytime, and like at nighttime it's like 18-20 degrees. That's why like I don't need to wear my jacket here. Funny thing is though, when you look at the Chinese here, they're still casually dressed. Like they're still covered up, which is still pretty funny, I think. Like I was in Hangzhou and I thought, I was like, why is everyone so covered up and wearing padding? It's like 16 degrees. Why are they wearing padding, right? It's not like negative or 0 degrees or something. So maybe, I guess it's just they have a more conservative style. Like Chinese girls are more conservative, they like to cover up more or something. Like this is like 20 something degrees and they're still covered up, which is kind of funny because I'm like, I've seen more Korean and Japanese girls wear skirts in 0 degrees than I do Chinese girls in 20 degree weather, which is pretty interesting. I was like, okay, maybe that's just their style. They're like more casual. They don't really dress up much. They don't like to show their body as much. They don't like to show their legs as much as Korean or Japanese girls. But like even in Vancouver, I see more girls wearing skirts than here. And this is warm. Like I'd be sweating wearing pants, you know. I am sweating wearing pants, you know. I didn't bring shorts, but yeah. If I lived here, I wouldn't be. I don't know. I just wouldn't be like totally covered up like they are. So I'm not sure exactly what maybe that's the culture, is that Chinese people are more conservative, Chinese girls are more conservative or something. They don't like to show their legs or something. But I don't really see too many girls wearing dresses and skirts here, even though it's really warm. So yeah, I don't really understand that. But anyways, that's just what I noticed, my observations. Especially compared to Seoul and Tokyo, you know. Like in those cities, it can be like pretty chilly and the girls will still be like dressed up and wearing skirts and dresses. Oh, look at this. This is pretty cool. These buildings. They like got an outline of a boy and a girl playing sports or something. I don't know. Oh, it's for kids. See a lot of buildings lighting up at night. It's really like In fact, the vibe is really kind of similar to Hong Kong, I would say. Here's a giant duck. Yeah, I would say if you guys have been to Hong Kong, Shenzhen has kind of a similar vibe to it. Obviously Guangzhou as well is pretty similar. It's pretty close to Guangzhou, but and to Hong Kong. Pretty similar vibe. They do speak Mandarin here, but some people do speak Cantonese because it is Guangdong. So Cantonese, the word Cantonese comes from Canton, which is the English word for Guangzhou. So like, yeah, there are some people that speak Cantonese here because Cantonese did come from this province, Guangdong. But anyways, most people do speak Mandarin still. All right, around. Oh, here's the huge duck here. Maybe this duck is a symbol of Shenzhen. I don't know. Alright. But yeah, later I'm going to check out the electronics market. Next day actually. So I'm going to check that out and take a look. Because that's the main reason I came here. It's not really for history because Shenzhen doesn't really have a long history. This is a fairly recent Chinese city. Very modern, very developed because they just developed it very, very fast. Yeah, it's probably like the fastest developed city in the world, I would say. In just 30 years, you have all this, which is crazy. So not for the history. Food-wise, I would say it's similar to other parts of Guangdong, like Hong Kong and Guangzhou and the surrounding area. The food's pretty similar, so it's not really for the food either. Not really for the nature either, actually. I had that in Hangzhou. So really the main reason I came here is for electronics. Because Shenzhen is the manufacturing hub of the world. When you hear like made in China, all these electronics companies, right, like Foxconn and all these electronics manufacturers that you hear about, a lot of them have factories in Shenzhen. So it's incredibly like fast growing, partly for that reason, because Shenzhen really became the manufacturing hub part of China, and as we all know, China makes a ton of products for the entire world, electronics particularly for the entire world, and a lot of that manufacturing happens here. So yeah, I'm gonna check out some of the electronic stores. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna go tomorrow and yeah, see what I find, because I'm an electronics guy, right? I like to collect electronics. Really interested to see what kind of stuff that they have. Yeah, stay tuned for that. See these skyscrapers. Actually, I wonder if Dubai is like this. I've never been to Dubai, but it seems like they have a lot of skyscrapers too. I wonder if they're like this too. See all those skyscrapers down there. Alright, here you go. Shenzhen at night. Yeah, so that building actually displays different characters and changes all the time, which is crazy. See, that tall of a building, changing characters like that, and every night too it changes. It's really crazy. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Yeah, this city is it's so highly developed. It's basically, if you think of like a super China being like so ahead technology-wise, you're gonna think of Shenzhen as being the main example of that. All right. So yeah, guys, that's Shenzhen. Wraps up my China trip, and what can I say? I had a really good time in China. I'll come back later this year. I'll go to Guangzhou and Nanjing, maybe Suzhou if I have time, and Shanghai as well, because I have to finish up some stuff there for my parents. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed so far. I think I got everything I kind of wanted out of it. Chengdu definitely had great food. Xi'an definitely had all the historical structures and everything that I was looking for, and yeah, all the places I saw the terracotta warriors and everything. So that was worth it. And I would say Hangzhou, yep, definitely had the nature aspect with the West Lake and everything. And now Shenzhen, although I'm a little bit disappointed with the electronics selection, I thought it would have more cooler stuff instead of just AliExpress Temu stuff. But still, I mean, just to see the city, like, yeah, it's really gets to show, you know, like, it makes me just kind of wonder in awe, like, just how developed China is, right? Like, going from even like Xi'an, which is probably the least developed out of the cities I traveled to this is crazy. Shenzhen is like super developed, right? So yeah, it's kind of crazy. And it does remind me of Hong Kong in many ways. You can think of like Shenzhen is pretty much, it's actually more developed than Hong Kong, because like Hong Kong has gone down in the last 20 years. It's not the same city it once was. So like you could think of Hong Kong as it was once, you know, kind of the shining example of East meets West, but now it's like, come to Shenzhen, this is the shining example of Chinese development, you know? Chinese economic development. This is basically, Shenzhen is proof of that, right? And you see Deng Xiaoping's picture right there. That's Deng Xiaoping's picture, the guy who came after Mao and really opened up China to modern reforms. That's him. Let me zoom in on that. Yeah, that's him right there. That's Deng Xiaoping. And because of him, you have this. It's crazy, right? You have this, and you have this. Yeah. I mean, that's all a result of Deng Xiaoping's policies on Shenzhen, so pretty impressive, right? Anyways, yep, that's it. Wraps up my China trip. I'm gonna go to Singapore tomorrow, and I've never been to Singapore, so yeah, kind of excited for that too. But really, my main thing was coming to China, right? I did explore Tokyo and Singapore as well, but the main thing was coming to China, and yep, I think I got what I wanted out of it, and yeah, I had a good time here. So I think, thank God my Chinese is good enough. I didn't lose my Chinese too much. So yeah, anyways, that's it. Let's see, whoops. Last look at Shenzhen. Man, what a cool city. Very cyberpunk. This is like the new Hong Kong, basically. Hong Kong has gone down. Shenzhen has risen up from the ashes of Hong Kong to kind of replace it, I guess, as the main source of foreign investment in China. Alright, now I'm in front of this large building here, and right beneath this tall building is yeah, a space where everyone's working out. It's pretty funny. I think every night you have at least 4 groups of people here working out, doing some kind of dance. Right underneath the building. So yeah, there's at least one group here, and then like another group here. Funny. It's kind of a popular area, I guess. And another group right here exercising. 360 here, Shenzhen. Up here. tall building right here. It's the one that displays different characters all the time. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Different people working out here. Yeah, I should join them someday, right? If I lived in Shenzhen, which it actually is quite livable if you're a foreigner. If I lived in Shenzhen, yeah, I can join them someday, right? But yeah, something you uniquely only see in China. You don't see in Korea or Japan. People just working out like this. It's pretty funny. Actually, it's not just legs. I think Chinese girls don't really, they don't really show their top either, right? So they're almost like completely covered. So they're covered on top and they're covered on the bottom. Whereas Korean girls, at least, they're still like showing their legs, right? So I think in that sense, yes, Chinese girls are more conservative. In fact, they're just one step above Muslims, you know? Muslim girls cover pretty much everything, right? And yeah, Chinese girls pretty much cover everything too. In fact, if they wear a mask, they're pretty much the same as Muslim girls, right? It's like even their face is covered. So I would say, yeah, they're fairly conservative from what I've noticed. Street performance again. I give it to Chinese people. Old people still exercise like this. It's all synchronized too. Wow. And I have another group doing something else here. Wearing red. Okay. Then we have another group here. Another group. Exercise. That's fun. So many groups doing exercise. Another group here. Oh, I counted a total of 4 groups. That's one group. 2 groups over there. And there's a 4th group here. Right underneath this big tower. It's a big tower. A 4th group. Wow. A lot of people working out. That's good. But yeah, it's definitely a Chinese thing. You definitely won't see this in Korea or Japan. It's like just a group of people dancing outside. Old people, young people.